Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. The Champions League semi-final second leg, it's gonna start on Tuesday and it's gonna finish on Wednesday. We have Inter against Milan on Tuesday and Manchester City against Real Madrid on Wednesday. Are you gonna be there? Yes, I'm gonna be there, and you can join us live on Soccer IQ YouTube channel. The link is gonna be in the description down below. It's gonna be live stream calling show as always. People have the right to call, no cost, no nothing. You just click on the link and call us for free. So, who do you think is gonna make it to the final? For the game between Inter and Milan, it looks like it's already done. Everybody knows who's gonna go through. But for the team or for the game between Manchester City and Real Madrid, anything can still happen. And also let me correct myself. Even in the team between Milan and Inter, you never know. This is football. Anything is possible. Anyways, people, let me just give you some details here about the games. So let me remind you what happened the last time in the first leg. So Real Madrid against Manchester City, it was 1-1 at Bernabeu. Vinicius Jr. 36 minutes and Kevin De Bruyne 67 minutes. Very, very good teams, very quality players, world class, and they couldn't they canceled each other. So the second leg is gonna be like a final because Real Madrid know that if they don't score, they're not gonna win. The same for City. So very, very interesting game on Wednesday. So look at the lineup in the first leg here. It was Courtois in goal, Carvajal, Rudiger, Alaba, Camavinga, Valverde, Kroos, Modric, Rodrigo, Benzema, and Vini for Real Madrid. And for Manchester City, it was Ederson, Ruben Diaz, Stones, Walker, Akanji, Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Haaland, and Jack Grealish. Very, very strong teams. They cancelled each other, but the second leg is gonna be completely different, my friends. Anyways, let's now go and talk about what happened in the first leg between Milan and Inter. By the way, they play in the same stadium, so you can't really tell what team is the away team because it's the same thing, right? The only difference is about ticket sales because the home fans are gonna get more ticket than the away. So in the second leg, it's gonna be Inter to get more ticket. That is the only difference here. So 2-0 to Inter in the first leg. Dzeko and Mkhitaryan. I don't even get why this game ended up by being 2-0 only. Could have been more than that. Could have been probably 3-4 or even 5. They completely destroyed Milan at their own home, technically because they're in the same stadium. And look at the starting 11 here. You could tell that Milan were missing somebody like Rafael Leao. I don't even know if he's going to be there in the second half. Fingers crossed. But you can tell here for Milan, it was Mike Maignan, Calabria, Kerr, Tomori, Hernandez, Krunic, Tonali, Sales Makers, Benacer, Brahim Diaz and Olivier Giroud. How old is Olivier Giroud now? 100 years? Anyways, if you go for Inter here, Bastoni, Acerbi, Darmian, Di Marco, Mkhitaryan, Kalanoglu, Barella, Dumfries, Dzeko, and Martinez. And they have somebody like Romelu Lukaku from the bench. So that tells you that Inter this season been stronger than AC Milan. Wow, what a team they have. And they beat them 3 times. They played 3 times. They beat them 3 times. So very, very interesting game in the second half or second leg. Anyways, let's go and talk about the last or the second legs. Let's start by Inter against Milan. Head-to-head guide here, as you can tell. And this has to do with the Champions League only. How many times they met in the Champions League. You see? I think they met 3 times. Milan won 2 times. And Inter only won 1 time, which was the last week. So let's see here. The guide. This is head-to-head, regardless of the competition. In the last 5 games or competitions, Inter won 5 times. 5 out of 5. And Milan, they only won 1 time. They drew twice and they lost twice. So on paper, you can tell here that it's clear that Inter are favorite even in the second leg, because how good they've been. They have many injured players coming back, and Milan are having problems with injuries and poor form in general. All right, my people. So let me go to my match predictions. I think it's going to be a draw, 1-1. Why? Because Inter are going to try to save some energy, right? They're going to try to save some energy for Italian Cup final. They have nothing to lose. They already got the job done in the first leg. So the second leg is just kind of relax. Don't get injured. And save some energy for the final, because they're going to have 2 finals now. The final of the Italian Cup and the final of the Champions League. So it's going to be 1-1 between Inter and Milan. And don't forget that they play in the same stadium, so it doesn't really feel like they are playing away, if that makes sense. Anyways, my people, let's now go and talk about Manchester City against the almighty Real Madrid. Somebody need to win, and I think Erling Haaland is gonna take it personally. Rudiger put him in his pocket the last game, the first leg. So I think this time around, he's gonna just pay him back. I think Rudiger is gonna get destroyed by Haaland. He's angry and hungry to score goals. And I think Manchester City are gonna beat Real Madrid 3-1 at the Etihad Stadium. Form guide in the last 5 games, all competitions for both teams. Real Madrid, they drew 1, they lost 1, and they won 3 times. For Manchester City, they won 3 times. The only draw was against Real Madrid last week. So it tells you how good they've been, and they are fit and ready. Camavinga might not be there because he got a bad tackle the last time. Fingers crossed. I don't know by the time of recording who is in and who is out. But I think Manchester City are going stronger and stronger this season. Yaya Toure curse is over. The curse been lifted. And I think this is the year that Manchester City could win the Champions League. I'm not saying that they will, but they could, because football is football. You never know until the last minute. A bad refereeing, a bad situation, a red card, something might change completely the course of the game.